Hello students, today we start a very important topic in geography, climate and climatic regions of the world. Now, before we jump into the regions, let us first clear a basic confusion, the difference between climate and weather. Weather is the state of the atmosphere at a particular place and at a particular time. It includes daily changes in temperature, humidity, rainfall, cloud cover, and winds. Weather is temporary and short-lived. For example, a sudden rainfall in the afternoon or a hot, sunny morning followed by a cool evening are all parts of weather. Climate, on the other hand, is the average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time, usually at least 30 years. It shows the general pattern of weather in a region. For instance, we say that Rajasthan has a desert climate or Kerala has a tropical monsoon climate. In short, weather changes from day to day, but climate is the long-term character of a region's atmosphere.
Sir, may I ask something?
Yes, go ahead.
If Delhi is hot today, does that mean Delhi has a hot climate?
Good question. No, not really. Delhi's weather today may be hot, but its climate is continental, which means very hot summers and very cold winters. That's the difference. All right. Now let us talk about the elements of climate, the key ingredients that decide how the climate of a place will be. The major elements that determine climate are 1. Temperature, 2. Pressure, 3. Winds, 4. Humidity, 5. Precipitation, 6. Cloudiness and sunshine. Temperature, degree of hotness or coldness of the atmosphere. Pressure, force exerted by the weight of air on the Earth's surface. Winds, movement of air from high pressure to low pressure areas. Humidity, the amount of water vapor in the air. Precipitation, includes rainfall, snowfall, hail, sleet. Cloudiness and sunshine, the duration and intensity of solar radiation. So, these 6 together form the building blocks of climate. Thus, the climate of a place depends on a combination of 6 major factors: latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, ocean currents, relief or topography, and winds with air masses. These factors together explain why different regions of the world have such varied climates. Latitude controls the angle of the sun's rays. Equatorial regions get direct rays, high temperature. Polar regions get slanting rays, low temperature. Second, altitude. The higher you go, the cooler it gets. Temperature decreases with height, about 6.4 degrees Celsius per kilometer. That is why mountain tops are cooler than the surrounding plains. Third, distance from the sea or continentality. Coastal areas have a moderate climate because the sea keeps conditions balanced. But inland areas, far from the sea, face extremes. Hot summers, severe winters. Fourth, ocean currents. They also influence climate. Warm currents increase temperatures. For example, the Gulf Stream in the North Atlantic. Cold currents lower temperatures, like the Peru Current along South America. Fifth, relief or topography. Mountains act as barriers. The windward side receives heavy rainfall, while the leeward side remains dry. For example, the Western Ghats get heavy rainfall, while the Deccan Plateau lies in the rain shadow. Sixth, winds and air masses. Planetary winds such as trade winds, westerlies, and polar winds control temperature and rainfall. Monsoons bring seasonal rain in South Asia. And don't forget, cyclones and anticyclones also influence weather patterns.
Sir, permission to ask?
Yes.
Why does the Deccan Plateau get less rainfall than the Western Ghats?
Excellent point. Because most monsoon winds rise up the Western Ghats and release most of their rain there. By the time they reach the plateau, the moisture is gone, leaving it much drier. So students, today we learned the difference between climate and weather, the main elements of climate, and all the major factors that influence it. In the next part, we will study the major climatic regions of the world and also look at the climatic hazards. That's all for this session. Jai Hind.